Hello guys, Susanna here. I thought I'd come back on and show you how I'm going with my beautiful Pink Galah. It's still a work in progress. I've stitched down all these here up until here, I haven't done that. But I thought today I wouldn't mind showing you some of the stitches that I'm doing, and I'm using my beautiful wool. All depends how long it takes me to do some of these. I thought some of this would probably be better done in a hoop. This is better to be done without a hoop, but when you're doing this sort of stuff, it is easier to do in a hoop. I've still got a couple of little French knots. See how it's got it on. I've done the French knots in the yellow on the top, but I might get some lighter, either that or I was thinking maybe the lighter yellow, or maybe the darker hot pink, just to bring out some of that, or maybe even a brown or a reddy colour. I don't know. We will see. What do you think, eh? Maybe even a brown, because often you have little flecks. And then maybe do a couple of French knots in there as well. So we'll see. Get out my bits. I have got so much stuff everywhere, it's just crazy. Okay, so while I'm here, I will also show I've done 3 videos of this, and I just finished it behind the scenes. I still do need to do, because I took this with me when I went away, and away for a couple of days to a friend's place, and I forgot to bring this light green, so I've sort of done it at home, and I've still got to do that part, but everything else is done. Really love how that's turned out. That was this variegated thread, that's the dark, it's using this same thread, but it's being variegated in there. I really like it. Almost looks like a blossom. Just wrote the word on there, his eyes on the sparrow. That's for myself personally. You can write whatever you like in there, but I really love how that's turned out. And then that little bit that was just sitting, I think I had an extra little bit of this left over, like didn't have much left over of this fabric, so I don't know if you remember, there was a bit of the original flowers and stuff in there. I just put that on there. I had this beautiful stuff from Sarah from when I had the collab, and I was actually thinking I might do either that there or here, and then I've got to do the antennae and then stitch it down using a few stitches. Like, I think I might do that, just do that behind the scenes for myself personally. So you can add and do whatever you want. And I was actually even thinking maybe adding a button here. Where are we? No, my little blue one that I've got, it's really nice. That one there, but it might be a bit dark. So maybe the lighter one might work, but it's not as pretty. Actually, the brown one might work, but it's quite big. Yeah, that actually works rather well. So I might even put that on there, because it sort of brings out the brown and everything else like there and there. Yeah, so I might do that. So finish this off behind the scenes, put a button on there, and you get your little bits and pieces, like a little butterfly. I think I might even have a lace butterfly. You can get bits and pieces. But I just love how this has turned out. It is so gorgeous. So I'm pre-recording this, and I would have already put my kits and everything on Etsy. So I don't know if there is any left at this point, but yeah, if there is, go and have a look. I have got quite a few kits. There was about 40 in total, but they were just different colours. I had 10 of the blue, and then still 14 or whatever of the pink, but it was chrysanthemums instead of the roses. So yeah, I'm really happy. This is sort of like a sideline, not even the block of month. I've still got all that as well, but you know, different pieces for different people. Okay guys, well thank you for sewing along with me on that. I just love this. It is so pretty. So okay, I'll put that aside and then I'll just finish off the tiny little bits and pieces a bit later on. It's only just finishing off. And then this one, yep, I was going to use that yellow, but I may not. Okay, I have got so much rubbish everywhere. I do need to have that. Okay, so what I'm doing for this, I'm using, because it's so much thicker, like sewing it down does hold that down, which is good. So that will be sitting down because all these here haven't been stitched down, so the difference is popping right up. But I just love it. I was going to be doing this in the next one, but I just thought, I wanted to see how this would go. And I thought I'd just show you how to do a few bits and pieces with a wool. Now when you're doing this in wool, because this is only quite, like, it's only a thin layer, that you can bring it through. Look at that, it's like a dog's breakfast behind here, and I can still see the eye where I've drew it. It's quite thin to get through, but you wouldn't be able to get, like, that's why I had so much trouble doing the wool on here, because you've got all these really thick layers, whereas this is a lot, you know, a lot thinner. So okay, now how big do we want it? That'll do. So because I mean, whatever I don't use on this, I'll probably use on the other side, on here. Thought I'd start, oh, butterfly over there. I'd start doing like thicker stuff, and then I might towards the end go using a little bit of the thinner, you know, but I just thinner threads on there. So I thought on here I'm just going to use the thicker thread, and I thought you don't have to colour it all in. I quite like that. That was quite hard doing. That was stem stitch. So what we do here, I'm just starting off. I might have to get in there and trim some of this off. I'll try not to cut the fabric while I'm there, so that I can actually see where I'm going. There we go. Should be right on that side. Now hopefully I am in camera. Lots of mess everywhere. Got me cup of coffee on to the side, and this is super simple, just your regular straight stitch. Even though that it's got going that way, I'm just going to stitch it in here and just go down. Actually, I should probably go this way and then head into, that's the only thing with this, head into there because it's easier to do it that way. Start here and then and you have to be careful that you do pull it all the way through, and because it's a long piece it's gonna knot. Oh, threads are going. Really ought to put things away. Now, yeah, so even though that's going that way, you've got to go with what works for you. I'm not winning, tell ya. I think I need a sip of coffee. It is beautiful though. I really do love this piece. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Okay, so I'll show you just how to do a few, and then like you can tuck it under. So and then yeah, so I did the thicker one because the thickness is quite thick, and I needed to use thicker wool so that it didn't look so lost amongst it. And once you've done some sewing, you get underneath there with the needle and you sort of froth it up a bit. We don't want it to be too tight. Yep. Feel underneath that it's gone all the way through. I just love these beautiful balls of wool. See, it's not just a green, it's got a yellow fleck and everything in there as well, so it is rather beautiful. Okay. So how are we all going? This is a project that I've done for myself, but I can probably do up a pattern and have, like, I've got the drawn pattern of the Galah, but I haven't got any of the flowers. I mean, these are really easy to do, and I could probably draw up something similar. Don't want to copy same, but something similar, and just maybe have a few flowers, and I'll, you know, do something like that. Because I've got plenty of these pieces left, and if I dye them up and all that kind of stuff, I might be able to do a few little kits so that you guys can have some too, and I'll pre-dye the fabric and all that kind of stuff. So I'm happy to do that, but I've got quite a few kits and stuff going on at the moment. Like, I've just done that sparrow one, and then I've got my block, you know, the block of the month, and that's the frog that's going to be coming out in April. So, and then I still have fox kits and a couple of owl kits still left on my channel, my Etsy as well. So I don't want to be bombarding, but this is something a little bit different. Okay, so sort of go on a bit of an angle. Oop. Feeling underneath that it's coming around okay. Oop. See, everything with this isn't hard. It's just a little time consuming. That's all. But that's enjoying the process and having fun in doing this. So yeah, probably going to be using a few different techniques in doing some of these flowers down the track, but I'm jumping the gun because I just wanted to see what it was like, and I did need to do these sleeves just so that it didn't look like the poor parrot had holes in it. Okay. The next video that I show you of this will be, I will definitely do the eye. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll pause it. So once you get to here, you just go like what you can see here. I did just in one way and then you go another. So I'll finish that off and then I'll come back when I'll show you how to do that part. So it's so pretty. Back again. Okay, so you get the lighter thread and all I do is just go down. Don't want to go too close. Just go down like that. Up. See, go too close, it's a shocker. I always forget. And pull, and then you go up through there. It's basically more straight stitching, and then you go back through the same hole, pull across, find a hole on the other side. At least you know they're all going to be just that little bit different. Oop. Then we go across through that same hole. So you got 4 stitches in that same hole pretty much, and then okay, where do we come out? Just here. It's going to be a little bit shorter on one side as it is on the other because it's a different line where this is. Okay, so you get the drift. Where I'm wanting to go with this, there we go. It's starting to look a little bit bigger on the other side. Yep. Not too about there. Okay. Okay, well I'll just sit back down to do the rest. Often when I stand up it makes it worse. Okay, I'll pull it a little tighter. Go up here. Yep. Probably be able to do all of this on camera. It shouldn't take too much longer. And then we do a bit of a blanket stitch. Not a blanket stitch. I'll do a long one here. There. I might go up just a tad because we will be doing a stem stitch with that, and sometimes it's a little bit tricky going around the corners with the stem stitch. Okay, we're done. And then don't forget to go underneath and give it a bit of a jiggle to sort of prop it up a little bit. Change it here. But that looks a little bit better on that side because it's been stitched down. I've still got to stitch that down here. You can actually see it properly. Okay. Okay, well I'll finish that off. Just do, because it's so thick, we don't want to do too thick of a knot. There we go. Now we've got this beautiful thread here. I don't know if it'll be long enough. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. a nice big eyed needle. I actually found it. I'd lost this for a while, and I found it. Yay. Okay, just a quick knot. Oh my goodness. So we do, I'm going to just start here, and we do a stem stitch. You come out there, go down. Your first one, you got to go next to that first hole, but then the rest you go into that end hole. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's a bit trickier doing this on a hopefully you can see that. And I have to really make sure that it's staying. So I like doing the stem stitch when it's sort of an outline thing, because it really bulks it up, makes it a little thicker. I'd probably recommend, it gets a bit thing if it's too, like that bit's too long. There we go, that next lot should be a lot better. And then sometimes when you get to here, like when you get to the end on a corner, just got to follow it around. Oh, good Lord. Gets a bit tricky, especially standing up too. There we go. So I'll turn the camera off because I'm just going to go around the flower, doing that stem stitch, and I'll be back. Okay, back again, finish that. So I come out here with the yellow, and you just start off on the edge, and this is basically a satin stitch, and I've got a fair bit of the yellow on there. As I'm saying, it's pretty easy. I've got the then so you're just filling it in once again. I will have some left. I may just leave this coming out the front. There we go. Needs to straighten up. Sometimes it can get off kilter. I don't know why it does it, but it does. And you just got to straighten it up a bit. I really just love these walls because they're not just one colour. Like see, it's got a little bit of a fleck of a white in it, which I really like. See, because it's only like on a calico, you are able to use the thicker stuff. If you had a thicker background, it probably wouldn't pull through. So quickly finish this, and then I'll what colour have I got? I've got the deeper purple. No, that's for that one. I don't think there's enough of that. So I'll have to get another lot. Oh, man, see, this is what you've got to be really careful of, that it doesn't bundle up like this underneath. There we go, because sometimes I've continued to stitch and then I've got this bundled up mess on the bottom. Actually, that probably works easier. There we go, save you a bit of time. I think that might be enough. There we go. So I might just bring it out here. And then leave that thread here, because I'll need to come back with doing the French knots, and I'll get a bigger piece of this. Okay, I just love it. I mean, anybody that was into crocheting would probably really love using this sort of wool, but I'm not really into the crocheting. Actually, I've got to finish this off. That's all I had left, so it was exactly enough to finish my piece. Okay. There we go. I'm going to have to finish that off because I don't want it in the way. This is a really perfect colour for the it matches the cockatoo or the galah. Okay, now once again a really simple stitch, and it's just a straight stitch, come in from there, go down, come in, it's amazing what you can just do with very simple straight stitches. All that is on here is straight stitches. It's a underutilized stitch. I mean, even this is a straight stitch, so it's just all depends on the angles that you're doing. So I will come back when I've done that. Okay, we're back again. Finish that. Just going to finish off that last piece, and then I'm going to go, I just tend to do the ones that were the closest to the end. So I'll probably do that one, come out here. Okay, come on. See, this is what happens when your doubled up string is too long. It needs to be a bit shorter. There we go. Okay, now after, because I've just pulled that, I'm going to pull that every now and again. You need to pull the tension. Now we are going to do just a French knot, which is that, wrap it around once and then go down because it is quite thick. Hold that down with the thumb. Okay, we'll get probably that one, and I'm just going to go all the way around, once around. Ugh. There we go. That, come up, I'll grab the one that's here, go around, back down, not in the hole but next to it, and then you hold it. I always don't try and hold it down with my thumb. Okay, grab that one. So we are leaving, like, you just grab the one that's here, that one there. But we'll have that one, that one, that one, that one, maybe that one. And so we are leaving a few, which I'm going to maybe use a bit of a brown. I might even have a couple of French knots in. Was it this brown that we said we were going to use? I'll use this one. I think that'll work, because there's usually a lot of brown flecks and stuff on the inside. So I'll be back again. I'll try and show you. It's just going to be a bit hard to try and show you how to do a French knot that close. With me holding it and being that close. Okay, I'll do it. There we go. I'll press it against my belly, then grab that, go like that around, hole next to it, push that down, hold it with your thumb, and you really don't want it to get too caught. So I'm going to go into this one, go around, so we are still leaving. See, I've got it one there, a few there around in bits and pieces. So I'll be back for the next round. Okay, well, we've done that. So we've just got the pearl cotton, pearl cotton, and I'm just going to come in through here and do a couple of like French knots or colonial knots, and then I'll do the same just scattered in and around. So do a couple of them, and then I think I'm finished with that. Actually, I might even do a colonial knot because they're a little bit thicker, especially because I'm only going to be doing the one stitch. Just want to do a few. So colonial knot is like the figure eight, like that, like that, like that. Once again, I might have to push it against my belly and show you. I think most of you who have been following me have seen me do it, but for some of the newbies, okay, push it against my belly, trying to get it into the middle, come up like that, make sure it doesn't catch anything underneath. Okay, it's like a figure eight. Okay, there you go, like that, then over the top and in. Do another one. Come up through here. Okay, got the loop coming out, you go under, bring it around so it's like a figure eight, and then go in. Okay, well, I'll finish up here, so we'll probably only do maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 of them. I don't want to do too many, I just don't want to take away from the yellow. I don't want to pull too tight, and then I'm going to go around doing the same in bits and pieces. I probably will just grab the ones that are there, but I might even do a few more. So you'll see
the finished bit in the thumbnail, and then you'll see it again when I'm going to come back in the next video to do the eye, which I'll probably just do the grey and then some French knots and all that kind of stuff around it. On the beak I don't think I need to do anything, but yeah, I'll finish stitching that down behind the scenes. I finish doing this, and yeah, the next one will be that, and then I'll probably just do some stem stitch, which is like that, in the grey, just along here. And I don't know whether I'm going to do that. I'll probably have to do that with wool as well, just because it needs to be a little bit thicker. So I've probably got some grey wool there somewhere, but if I haven't, I'll probably just do it in the thread. Okay guys, well thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next video. I don't know if it'll be another one of these. It might be my frog, but I'll sort of continue on doing this behind the scenes. I just love, he's so beautiful and so simple, but it's just in the technique on how you do it. It's not hard, but it's just needing to know what to do and what to stitch down and all that kind of stuff. I really love that. Looks really pretty. So it'll be going to be gorgeous once it's got all the other flowers and everything around it. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.